everyone, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on your bell icon. That way you get notified every time I post a new video. In this video, I have part 2 of the Easter Bunny breakable heart. So if you're interested in learning how I did this, then stay tuned and I'll show you how.
If you haven't already, go check out my other video, and this is where I show you part 1 of how I decorate these chocolate covered strawberries.
Let's get right into this video. First step, I am going to be melting my chocolate melts in the microwave using 30-second intervals. Check under the description for items or links that I use in this video. My chocolate has completely melted. I will be moving on to the next step. Let me show you the type of mold, the heart mold that I'm using. I bought this off of Amazon, and I like it because it's so easy to use and it doesn't actually break your heart when you use it. So all I'm gonna do is pour half of my chocolate melts into the mold and work my way around, make sure that all the edges are nice and covered with chocolate, and then placing this in the fridge for 10 minutes. After the first layer has firmed, I am going to be adding a second coat of chocolate and then placing it back in the fridge for another 5 minutes. Now that my chocolate is hard, I am going to start by removing it out of the mold, and this is how easy it is. Let's move on to the next step. Here I'm using some white fondant to create the bunny feet paws. Just spread out the fondant with a plastic rolling pin, and then using a small butter knife, I'm just creating the shape of it. And this is how it should look like. I am going to be doing 2 of these,
And then I'll be right back.
Now moving on to the bunny butt, I am just grabbing a little bit more fondant, making it into a ball circle shape. Since I don't have any pink fondant, I am going to be creating my own using some pink food coloring and a little bit of flour. But if you want to skip this step, you can just buy your own pink fondant. This will work as the pink part of the paw. After I spread out my fondant, I am going to be using a straw to create the little circle shapes for the smaller part. And the same little plastic rolling pin that I had, I am going to be creating the bigger circle. actually not a rolling pin. I call it that because it works as one, but this is actually a plastic dowel rod and is used to layer up cakes. Now using some edible adhesive gel, I am going to be gluing everything together. I'll insert a picture of the one that I use, and I will also be leaving a link under the description. Let's move on to the bunny butt part. I am going to be decorating this with a little bit of coconut flakes to make it more realistic, and adding a little bit of the edible gel as well so that they can stay in place. I created the Happy Easter letters on top of the breakable heart. I am using an alphabet silicone mold that I bought at Amazon, melting some white chocolate and adding 1 tablespoon on 5 different containers. I will be adding some chocolate food coloring in the color pink, green, orange, yellow, and blue. And this is the same brand that I've used in other videos. I will leave a link under the description if you're interested in checking it out. I'm just using a repetitive color pattern to spell out Happy Easter, and make sure that when you do this, you use 5 different spatulas. In this case, I'm just using 5 different butter knives. If this is a little bit too complicated for you, you can just make it easy by adding only 1 color and just spelling out Happy Easter, and that will still look super cute. If you want to be a little bit more extra, then you can just use these super cute pastel colors to make it more Easter themed. I will also be placing this in the fridge for about 10 minutes or until the chocolate gets hard. After the 10 minutes have passed, I am going to be removing every letter out of the mold and having it ready for when I start decorating my heart. Yay, moving on to the best part. It's time to decorate my heart. I am just using some white melted chocolate, adding a little bit on each letter and pressing it down exactly where I want it to stay. And then same thing for the little butt and the little paw feet. I displayed mine using a white cardboard box. I just added some green crinkle cut paper, and I just added my breakable heart to the side and 8 different Easter themed strawberries. If you're interested in watching these step-by-step tutorial, I will be leaving a link under the description. I hope that you guys liked this video, and if you did, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much if you already are. Don't forget to turn on your bell icon. That way you get notified every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!